How's it going? Yeah, lovely people. Am I late? A little bit. 12:06. Just slightly, just slightly. Change my mic angle a little bit. Alright, it has been a little bit. Well, not really. It's been my usual Thursday to Tuesday stream, but anyways. How are you guys doing today? We got Delilah, we got Shin, we got Iceborne, Crordy, we got Deku and M Edits on TikTok, we got Kazanu and Mafera on Twitch, as per usual. What do I want to start off with? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I guess for the people on the red and purple platform, I need to remember to censor myself just in case something goes wrong on TikTok, but for the people on those platforms, you can see in the top right the YouTube sub goal has now changed. We hit 2,000 subs yesterday, which is absolutely crazy, and so the next goal is 3,000. I don't remember exactly the day I hit 1,000. I think it was in November, I want to say, or maybe December. So, you know, 1,000 subs every 2.5 months. That's not bad. That's not that bad. Let's see. Congrats. Thank you very much. Woo, 2K. The SR5 offer still stands, right? No. Your channel growing. I'm here till the end to see. Yeah, we're gonna be trucking along here. SP Akashi out? Not yet. So for the people on the SEA server, he will be out on or he'll be out in 3 hours. For the people on global, it's another 10. And I don't, is there another server? The NA one I think is also in 10 hours, but anywho. Are you going for SR2 Akashi? No, I'm just getting one. Because of, honestly, it takes a lot to get even one character to SR2. So I'm still recovering from that. So yeah, so I think so in terms of updates, so we have today's stream, of course, is gonna be usual. 3 hours. We're gonna do my dailies, then we're gonna do the team reviews. Tomorrow we are gonna be doing the Akashi stream, but it's gonna be 1 hour earlier. So typically it would be from 12 p.m. Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific, but now it's gonna be 11 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Pacific. So just keep that in mind. It's gonna be an hour earlier than today's start. That's gonna be tomorrow's stream, and then Thursday, we're going to do the Pokemon Radical Red as usual. We might finish it. Actually, I shouldn't say that because we just started the Victory Road. But once we finish, once we defeat the Elite Four, which is like right around the corner, then that series will be done. So maybe, I'd say maybe in the next 2 weeks, max, hopefully, we should be finishing up Radical Red. So that'll free up the Thursday streams, because next week we are going to be streaming Kuroko no Basketball Street Rivals is what's the game's called. So we will be doing that next Wednesday instead of the Football Manager stream, and then the Thursday stream slot will be open, and I think I'll move the Football Manager one to Thursdays instead. So we're just going to do a little bit of shifting in the next couple weeks here. Next Tuesday stream is going to be is not going to be happening next Tuesday, so I'm just trying to decide whether or not to do it on the Monday or not. So again, I'll let you guys know. So if you aren't joining the Discord, make sure to join. I'll post all of my updates there. So any like stream updates or whatever. So just letting you guys know there is going to be a little bit of shifting going on in the next couple of weeks, because I do want to add Kuroko's Basketball into the rotation of content. So that will have to take up a day. I don't know which day. But with Radical Red finishing up soon, that'll free up a slot, and it makes things a little bit easier. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So again, no stream next Tuesday. Should be moved to Monday. We'll let you guys know. Fabrizio says, congrats on the 2K Unk. Hope you get as far as you desire. We're only going up. Zenigo, what's up? What's going on? Why Hachi is spiking the... Oh my god! Yo, that's hilarious. What if my team is so bad you suggest me to stop playing? I don't think it's that bad. Any TCG stream? That one, it just depends on M.Dot's availability plus mine. Like, we both have to be available for that, but when we are available, we definitely will just do that. So, I'll announce it in the Discord. Yo, Unk, you sound down or tired. How you doing? I have to be a little bit more quiet or reserved. My brother is, like, right next door, and he's sleeping right now. So, that's why I'm not, like, as hyped as usual. I also did just wake up, like, 2 hours ago, so there's that. On TikTok, what are we saying? Can you explain what the Mythic Memory Orb does? I believe it ascends a memory. I spent 80 spins on Bokuto and I haven't got him. You're running out of time, dude. You're running out of time. But at the very least, if you don't get Bokuto, then you can probably skip Akashi and Ione, and then you can save that pity for somebody else. I'm new to the game. Is Sakusa any good? He's very good. Especially for a UR, he's probably the best. Well, I don't know. It's between him and Kurai in terms of UR Wing Spiker. We got Tony in the chat. What's going on? We got a bunch of people following. We got Danilo. We got Glitch Neil. We got Ante with the follow. Now we got Tony with the follow. Let's go. So again, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to leave a like on the stream, subscribe, follow, do all that fun stuff. The last Tuesday, I actually made a mistake in taking way too long for my dailies. It shouldn't take as long today, especially with the monthly reset that just happened. So peak challenge shouldn't take like 18 years. So there's that. I also messed up on Freedom Championship. As you can see, my global rank is really low. So I thought the weekly challenge attempts, like, I thought this would like stay, and it didn't, because I just haven't been doing it because I've been busy. So that kind of sucked. How do you choose the teams you rate on the Discord? So for the YouTube videos, I just go through and pick and choose, try to get like similar themes going, just so I can have a good title and thumbnail for the YouTube video. But for the live streams, we just go in order, from the longest ago posted to now. So if you like recently posted your team in the Discord, you're more likely for it to be selected in a YouTube video rather than a live stream, if that makes sense. Danilo says, yo chat, I'm new to the game and got Sakusa, should I upgrade him? Skill res 2 Sakusa is good. I wouldn't go any further than that in my opinion. Let me repair my stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping with, so I don't know, I feel like this is kind of the general idea around the game right now, or general feeling around the game right now, is that it's getting really stale. So I'm hoping with the addition of Kuriko's basketball that it gets a little bit, you know, a little bit more, you get a little bit more variety going on. There is a PvP aspect of that game, so hopefully we can make some content with other people. So that's the plan there. We need more mods in Discord. I was trying to DM you, but you're private. Am I? I've had a bunch of people DM me. And sometimes I don't respond to them, but like for the most part, you still should be able to. But yeah, so for the mods on Discord, I have a couple people in mind, so I think I'll add some more. I haven't given like, full thought yet. We got more Flash. Should I guess Sakuza's memory or spin for SB? I'd say Sakuza's memory is not bad. I'm just trying to think. Is there a better alternative? The thing is, the good thing with Sakuza's memory is that his UR memory is like, it's like an SP memory in terms of the stats given. But in terms of the exclusive effects for a Wing Spiker, it's like, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. So probably an SP, unless you really want to like match the, because the memory will match the character. Why the heck did I have a notification? I already did the match streak. I'm trying to think of a different memory that works on him specifically. I guess the Bokuto memory. That one's more team morale. There was one memory, or maybe it was the Sakuza 1-4 Bokuto. Because the good thing with this memory is that, like, for Sakuza, like, when the Recover performs a receive, their attack technique increases, and then their spirit increases as well, because Sakuza can do both offense and defense in terms of attacking and receiving. So it's like, if you want to maximize Sakuza with a memory, you need a memory that does kind of both, or you just go straight offense. So there's a couple options out there. We got Crisp in the chat. What's going on? Do you have any good memory recommendation for SSR Hinata? SSR Hinata. Let me see. So obviously his own would be nice, right? Because it increases awareness by a lot. But in terms of another middle blocker, I'm thinking maybe Levs. So like, if you had like a good receive team with the SSR Hinata, and then when your team performs a perfect receive, so maybe if you had like the SSR Yaku, right, that converts normal receives into perfects, then the power of the equipper's next quick attack is increased by 12%. So this is not a bad one. I'm looking at Suna as well. When spiking, if the opposing blocker has a debuff, this spike's power increased by 20%. So maybe if you pair this, if you pair the SSR Hinata with the Tsukishima, I think he does debuffs, or is it Kuro? I think it's Tsukishima that has an ability that puts a debuff on the opponent. Let me double check. So yeah, so his block applies the enrage debuff, so you combo that using Suna's memory on the SSR Hinata, then you get an additional boost there. So I'd say either the Hinata or the Lev. Zeblot says, yo, what's good? Going for power-based team, Beast Trio, and the Cousins. Is the next step to wait for SP Tendo and SP Ushijima? Probably, because if you're planning on keeping Akashi, then yeah. Kendaichi's memory. Let's see, where the hell's Kendaichi's memory? I gotta have it somewhere. Increase equipper's awareness by 40% when casting their first quick spike ultimate in each match, and when casting ultimate, increase block set. Yeah, it's not bad. That's definitely a good, like, I guess, cheap option, I guess you could say. Let's check TikTok for a second. Is it okay to upgrade Sugawara SP to skill res 2? I don't remember his skill res as being like outstanding. When Sugawara's stamina is below 80, he recovers 5 stamina after each ball contact. It's good for himself. When you're, let's see, when he's on the court, when your side's player scores, the scoring player gains, recovers 10 stamina and gains 8% awareness up to 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Mostly for like club contest stuff. So if you're like pairing him with Aaron, for example, that would be pretty good. Just reading skill res 4 here. I don't think skill res 4 is too outstanding. So I'd say skill res 2. What is it worth it? It depends on what you're valuing. If you're like a club contest dude who's like, you know, I absolutely have to get the best team possible, then I guess. Shoot, yesterday was a club contest day and I forgot to do it again this week. For God's sake. What was that sound on stream? It was the emulator. I don't know what it's for. It just does it from time to time. I don't know why. Let's just keep collecting stuff. Friendship tokens. I started playing yesterday and I found SSR Aaron. How can I farm more pulls? The best way is the select recruit. Shout out to Sephi boy with the sub. Oh, and they said that they just subscribed. Thank you very much. Shin says, I'm planning my trip to Van. I need the food spots. I mean, aren't you coming in like October? Like, surely you have enough time to just do a Google search or stuff, something like that. Like me personally, I don't know, like there's Danbo Ramen. That's a pretty good one that I recommend to people. If you want like a snack, we have Taiyakis at Little Pisces. That's pretty good. Have you heard about the rumor what SPs are coming after Yamamoto? No, I have not actually. Yeah, but then I'm with people who want everything planned because they forget. Well, yeah, but it's March. Like you can plan in the summer. Tallest player would be Ione. It seems like it will be SP Fudakuchi, so that's Kenji, and another Hinata. What? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Have you ever topped up this game? Topped up, I have once, but I just get like packs and stuff for the most part, for content reasons, of course. Second Hinata, dude. Yeah, they low-key showed it in the Tanaka trailer. It might be a block Hinata. What the? Okay, so for my practice match, so as you guys can see, if I go to my player here, so I have 7.9 million XP, so I'm prepared for Akashi to get him to level 80 because I'm not getting the SP boost card until the Ione comes out. And then for inventory, I already have the memory promotion stuff ready, so I already have 86 of the purple ones, I have 20 of the gold ones, 181 and 177 of the blue and green ones, so I don't have to worry about memories, I don't have to worry about XP, and I think I have enough bottles. That should be enough. So at this point, it's really just preparing for Ione. And for Ione, we are going to be using the SP boost card. So I don't need XP. I don't need training manuals. So I need more memory stuff. I guess potential as well. I haven't been doing potentials. Maybe I should start doing that. Potential I can just do when they're out. So let's do more XP notebooks. And then we'll let this run. Brother and bottles. Yeah, I'm not messing around anymore. Would SP Ione or SP Kuro be better in blocking? Probably Kuro. Especially paired up with the Tsukishima. I suppose that that Hinata is for the new Kenma and Lev. I don't think so. I think the Kenma and Lev is for Tanaka Yamamoto. Shop has new items like memory tickets. Check the shop. What? They updated the shop? Does SP Suki or SP Kuro have a SR2 worth getting for free to play? I don't have the direct like English translation for it, but I think they're both worth it at SR2. Yeah, they did some nice updates. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Let me claim my mission stuff first, because apparently we got new stuff in the shop, so I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. Really? I've been watching too much Peanut recently. Okay, I'm one away from the freaking wallpaper fragments, so please. Dang it. Okay, so inventory, get these fragments. So in the store, you guys are saying? Star Gem, this is the same. Special offers, this is the same. Club store, this looks the same. Let me pick these up real quick. I think, yeah. It should tell me like if I'm maxed out on somebody. I think it's her I'm maxed out on. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So those are that. Match streak. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so before we had this, so this is all the same, but this is different. So we got UR tickets you can get for 300 of the match streak tokens. How do I feel about that? So that's what, 1500 for 5? How many do you get usually? Let's see. Challenge, match streak, rewards. So for the 3v3, let's just say you do all of them. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So you do all that. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. So you get 480 from here. And then here we have, what's that? 24 stars? So 480, then there's a 600, 720, 840, 960, 1080, 12, 1440, if I did that right. So 1440. So one match streak go around is not enough for a full set. But it does reset after each month. Match streak resets every 2 weeks. That's 7 days. Okay, I guess. And then leftover, you can use the memory ones. I don't think anybody's going to really be focusing on the decoration tokens. Epic Cheer Fragment. Oh, nobody's going to be doing that. And then you get another opportunity for 3-star players. Okay, so it's mainly for these two. For the UR tickets and memory tickets. Yeah, in 1 month, you'll be able to get all of these, I'm pretty sure, if I did the math right. so that's not too bad. But if you were like focusing on stuff like down here, then a little bit dicey. I just purchased one of these for 720, so that would have been nice to hold on to that if I knew that was coming. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So that's a nice little addition. I'm not mad at that. I think if they just made it like a little bit lower, that would be nice. For the challenge store, whoa, oh, that's why people are asking. Oh, my game just lagged for a second. So we had this up until the Tanaka fragment. So we have these gold ones. Let's see. Yeah, there's SP tickets available as well. Wasn't gonna summon for the Sakusa memory because I barely missed it, but it was like, fuck it, I'll get more memory tickets. Did a 10 pull and got it first time. You forgot the clear rewards. Ticket, the only one worth there. Challenge store has now golden from 3v3, and you can buy SP and memory tickets. Yeah, I can see that. You also get some from the clear rewards. Crazy that they added banana milk voucher to the bonus training store. My bad, hold on. So there's 1440. Oh, and then like each one of these, right? I don't even know. Can you see the clear rewards here? Probably not. Okay, yeah, then that's, if anything, that's even better. Oh yeah, this side. My bad. I'm not gonna do the math here, but that should be an additional like 400-ish. That's not bad. So somebody's saying from the P or the 3v3. Oh, I see. I can't get any more. Oh, I see. How much is it for an attempt? It's 15 diamonds. You know what? It might actually be worth it to do it now. That's a lot. Holy shit, 25,000. Considering you get, well, actually 600 is not bad. Then 1,000. You would really have to save up for it. Are memory ascensions worth it? I would say probably not, just because of the availability of UR and SP tickets here. You also get a large stamina gift box. That's not bad as well. I like that they separated it. I like that, you know, you have one currency where so you can focus your 3v3 tokens here, and then you can focus your peak challenges ones over here. Now, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me pick up these fragments first. I'm probably gonna do the UR ticket. Actually, no, I should do the SP one. What am I talking about? I think I already have hers, right? So she's maxed out, and I think you're maxed out as well. Yes. So yeah, the SP ones. That's 4 tickets right there. So it actually might be worth it to, you know, depending on your situation, it might be worth it if you're like 1 away. Actually, no, you don't even need to win. You just need to do it 3 times. So you don't even need to focus on winning. You just need to play the game mode 9 times or 15 times. So it actually might be worth it for 15 diamonds per. So that's like 90. That actually gives it, you know, a decent amount of value. $360, that's easy math, bro. Okay, leave me alone. I'm just lazy. I just don't want to do it right now. So that was actually, yeah, I don't even think I finished the shops. That's crazy. So that was the challenge store. So now the cheer store. This looks the same. Yeah, that's fine. The dismantle store, anything new? No, that looks the same as well. Let's see. Yeah, I already checked this one. So this is gonna stay the same. Freedom Championship doesn't have one, right? All right. So pretty good in terms of updates. Happy to see that they're kind of listening to the community. I mean, like, we need a way to get UR tickets, especially for people trying to get Sakuzaku Mori. So, well, that's good. Again, I appreciate small things like that, but I think this game is still missing like a major kind of thing in terms of like gameplay wise. But they're doing their job or their end of things in the menus, which I can appreciate. Hello, Temperance. How you doing? So in terms of the ticket count, I'm at 37 SP. I don't have any URs. I don't have any SSRs. Memory, I'm at 39. So I can get another 56, so that'd be 93. And my pity's at 135. So again, probably gonna have to get like a pack or two tomorrow, but that's fine. We're only pulling one Akashi, so it's not gonna be the end of the world. So I believe I've done everything that I wanted to. Let's see. So I did practice match, I did extreme training, gym, match streak, peak, special. I mean, I could do like specialty trial and stuff. You know what? Let's do specialty trial. The recommended specialty is block. So we already have Sugawara. We already have these three. I need one more middle blocker. Hirugami can come in for, I guess, Bokuto for now. Nishinoya has his memory. I think I want to do this though. And then I have Aaron on the bench. I have Kenma, Akashi, all the people that need to be on the bench. If you are fine, then I'm fine. Appreciate it. Gamer Alt, what's going on? What to do with like 20,000 bottles? If you're talking about like the training bottles, then it's for training players. I was supposed to make subs. Oopsies. So we need Aaron on the court. Oh, we also need Daichi on the court. I didn't think this through. Okay, so we want Aaron. Oh yeah, Aaron's here. Bokuto's here. And I low-key want Daichi on the court as well. What's he not his ability? Performance received with 140%. After this, all your players side gain 12% basic stats. And we don't really worry about that. So my current strategy, I guess, for like not just specialty trial but club contest too, is basically to do normal and bad serves, just so the rally like continues. And then for the first 4 turns, we keep Sugawara in so that he does his stamina thing for characters. And then once he's done doing that, then we sub in a different setter. Typically it's the Akashi to try and get crits. That's what I currently do. The only issue is I've yet to cross the 4 million mark, which is the specialty trial like max reward thing. I've consistently hit like 3 point other stuff, like 3.5, 3.2. So there was a 520k spike from Aaron. Once we hit Team Morale Awakening, then I spike with Bokuto, and then you just keep sending it to Aaron. That's pretty much the strategy. I just need to make sure I'm keeping count with. Okay, so stamina is good. That's turn number 5 now. No, this is 4. So I should have made the sub last time. Again, normal serve. going to activate Team Morale Awakening, if it lets me. And then right before the spike, we're going to sub out Sugawara for Akashi. So you can either do Akashi for this ability right here. Nope, not that one. Or this one right here. When Akashi performs a critical set, your side's next spike is guaranteed to be a critical. Or you can do Oikawa depending on the stacks you have, but he would probably need to be in the serve position. When your players land a critical spike, they gain 1 stack of attack tempo. That's not bad either. But I'm gonna go with Akashi. And now we're gonna go with Bokuto because we're in Team Morale Awakening. 464,000 right there. Actually doing really good. We just have to hope that we get like 2 more critical spikes, and that's literally it, I think. No Karai for Bond. Don't really need it in club contest and specialty trial. That really just get a surveys. Really? So again, you want to try to get a bad or normal serve on the original serve just so the rally keeps going. Never mind. Never mind, my guys are just too good. See, this is what screws me up. Like, we were on pace to get 4 million easily. But now 2 rallies in a row, the ball doesn't come back over. Oh my god. Even if I chose Akashi there, it would have been a perfect block anyways. So I might as well choose Hirugami, who gets a higher score. But it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Please. Thank you. So that wasn't a critical set, unfortunately. But looks like it's coming back over, unless Hirugami blocks it. What's going on, Arthur? Bokuto said that time. A little weird. No, honestly, if we choke this at this point, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. We have a minute to spare. I'm gonna send it up the middle, actually, to Yamagata. That's not Yamagata. That's Bokuto. Yeah, hopefully this gets through. Thank you. So Daichi with the receive, his memory gives a boost when he receives to attackers. Unfortunately, it was freaking Nishinoya who said it instead of Akashi. Maybe I low-key need to do a libero who doesn't have a set ability. Oh, it's weak up the middle there. Why not use low stat blockers? Because again, it's like it's dependent on the normal, bad, perfect, not the numbers. The numbers only affect this part. Oh my god, we're actually gonna choke it. That's so bad, dude. Oh, I just... Oh, it came over. It came over. Please. Please, send it back. Oh, it's a critical. Let's go. See? That's why you use Akashi. The critical set guaranteed Bokuto's critical spike. And for the first time, I got over 4 million. Let's friggin' go. So yeah, usually I'm like here. So by doing 4 million, you get 520 diamonds. You get 10 random 3-star characters. You get 40... Is that 400,000? 400,000 gold, 5 memory tickets, 80,000 XP, 20,000 potential essence. You get 2 4-star players, 9 legendary potentials. You get the cheer coins for the cheer squad, and you get 5 SSR tickets. So it's very much worth it to get the full 4 million. It's over 9,000. Facts. I think that's the highest I've ever done in anything. So I think Club Contest, the highest I've done is 3.2 or 3.4 million as well. I need to... I don't remember. Does anybody know if the SB Akashi has a setter dump? I might as well. I think the last like 9 I've done have been setting. So I'm just gonna do setter dump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for Ione, we're going to do precise block. 1, 2, 3. Is there a better way to do that? Probably. I don't care. I just don't care. So if we go back to recruit now, we have 5 SSR tickets. So Akaji is still the SSR, the only SSR in the game I don't have. So we're still trying to get him. Then after that, I guess I'm just gonna do dupes of other characters. I don't really need more dupes of Eren. That skill res 4 is just for stamina, and as you guys can see at the end of the game there, he had 120 stamina damn near, so don't really need to worry about Eren's stamina consumption. So he's pretty much it. There is one memory that I think I'm missing. So I watched MDot's video on club contest stuff. If I game, apparently Shirabu's memory increases equipper's set stat by 8% when the equipper performs a critical set, increases strength. Yeah, so I think I want to get that. But again, I have to use memory tickets and stuff, so don't know when that'll happen, but eventually. I guess I could also continue to get where the hell did he go? More errands, because I think right now I'm at level 2. Oh, actually, in the volleyball pass, I will get a... Nope, that's not the right one. Here, at level 25, I'll get a legendary memory selection. So I actually might use that on the Shirabu memory. I think it'll probably be worth it for me to do that. So unfortunately, I would have done club contest if today was a club contest day. But it is not. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 12:48, I still have time. Let's just do the Freedom Championship. Let's see. They added that you can pick the stat for potential. That's nice. Isn't that like a specific legendary potential thing? Tomas says, I have a question. Is this team good? Sakusa Komori, Kageyama Hinata, Osamu Atsumu, SB Bokuto. It's good for offense, but you have nobody to block. I think in an ideal world, maybe you drop the twins for a blocker. What's going on, Jazz? Good evening. Hey, do you have a tutorial to get as many points as possible? I feel like my 172,000 team sucks at this. Yeah, I can... Well, I don't have a tutorial specifically, but I watched MDot's video, so I can give a quick, I guess, rundown. So for those of you who are wondering how to get a good score in club contest or a specialty trial, let me just go to my team. So my team specifically for that is lineup 4. So so as you can see, my team's a blocks like type team. So the first thing is you want to have a line of specialty. So whatever you're going up against, so if the team you're going up against is a quick team, you want to do receive. If it's receive, you want to do power. You want to just have the advantage because you get a percentage boost to your players. That's the first thing. Now when it comes to the actual players, you want to have a team bond as well, just because, you know, you get another boost. So increases power and quick attack stats of all players present by 10%. In terms of duo bonds, it's not really necessary, but it helps. Now the key players, you want to have an Eren at ideally skill res 2. I know it's gonna be really difficult for a lot of free-to-play players, but this is just the best way that even like people like who are way up on player ratings and team ratings than me, they're still using Eren. And basically with him is he gains a lot of awareness, a lot of strength, and basically when he crits, he does a lot of damage. So you basically want Eren to constantly crit and just to repeat his ultimate over and over and over again. Because if you guys were paying attention in the specialty trial that I just did, I did an ultimate spike with him. They sent the ball back over, and I did another one back to back. And so the best way to do that is, again, just to have him at skill res 2, so you'll get like these upgrades. So his rhythm control for me is at level 3, his precision serve is at 2, his offensive surge is at 2, and then his ultimate's at 3 out of 5. And then for the memory, you want to have his memory. Again, it doesn't need to be like ascended, but you just want to have his memory. And then if I go to player development, if I go to growth, nope, not growth, if I go to potential, you want to have 4 pieces of this one, status enhancement, because it says when stamina is below 70 points, increases awareness by 10%, and when recovering stamina, increases strength as well. So what Aaron does, not only individually, but with the other characters I'll explain in a second, he uses a lot of stamina and then he regains stamina. And when he uses a lot of stamina, he gets boost to awareness and strength, and then he regains stamina, then uses stamina again. And it just constantly like loops, and they all stack. So you want to have 4 pieces of status enhancement to get this, and then left over anything that increases power attack, plus if it has a strength or attack technique or an awareness boost, will be your leftover 2. So that's pretty much what you want to do with Aaron. And then so for me personally, I'm using the SP Sugawara for the stamina recovery. There's a couple other players you can use. You can use the SR Yamamoto, I believe, recovers the lowest stamina user on your court by 20. There's also Kita, but I think Kita needs to be skill res 4 or something like that. But for me, I'm using the SP Sugawara because his ability is literally where is it? Training 1. When you first enter the game, everybody loses 50% of stamina already, and then afterwards they recover 15 for the first 4 rounds. So he kind of just does it automatically. And then that's pretty much it in terms of the current guys I have on the court. I guess Hirugami's nice as well, because I believe there's one thing specifically here. Yeah, so if you have 4 stacks of the immovable block, increase your next spike's power by 15%. So there's that. So you don't necessarily need him with Karai, but it would be nice because Hirugami gets the immovable block buff. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then for the players on the bench, we have Daichi. So the reason why we have Daichi is for his memory specifically. So if we take a look, while the equipper is on the court, your side's power type players receive 1 stack of grit for every 20 stamina consumed. Again, Aaron consumes stamina. Each stack increases power spike power by 2%. So for club contest and specialty trial, we need all these percentages and stuff just to add up. That's literally all it is. It has nothing to do with like scoring points, because if you put this team in like peak challenge, you're still gonna lose because peak challenge is just like random as hell. But for like club contest and specialty trial, we need the points that show up on the screen. So that's why I threw Daichi in for that. And then Akashi again, because of this ability right here. So guaranteed when he does a critical set, guaranteed to be a critical spike. Again, we want a critical spike with Aaron as much as possible. And I think there's one more. Oh yeah, the Libero memory. We want this, guys. So I have the SP Nishinoya memory, but it's not on him right now. So when the equipper's receive result is not bad, so most of the time it won't be, increase your side's next power spike or quick spike by a certain percentage. So again, if I enhance ascension, so if I do it to the max, it's 44%. This one, like if you guys do memory summons, you should be able to get this one pretty easily. I don't think I have another one, do I? So that's the last thing. And then yeah, I think the only thing I'm missing after that is the Shirabu memory for the setter. That's pretty much it. What's your highest team rating regardless of the bonds? That's a good question. Let's see. So Komori, I believe, is higher than Nishinoya. Enma is my highest setter. Is it this team? 211, 213. Oh, I guess yeah. If I just do like this. I believe this is my highest team rating. Aaron's 217. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my highest team rating is this, so just below 180. What is the highest score in the world? Is there a way for me to check? Peak challenge, specialty. I guess specialty trial. You can see MG3's got. What is that? We got 100. We got 1,000. So 17 million for specialty trial. So I would assume club contest is around 15 million. If I had to assume. So yeah, the fact that I'm getting like 4 million, I'm like, yes. And then there's people out there getting 17. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I don't think I can check. I think I could check if the club contest thing was available. So yeah, that is my current specialty trial / peak challenge situation. M. Dot nowhere to be seen. I believe he's working right now. Can you like click the auto? Oh, I guess yeah, that would do that. Maybe afterwards. I'm a free-to-play player. Fair enough. Oh wait, as 167? Yo, that's pretty good. Hello, Alan. How you doing? Like always, guys, make sure to leave a like on the streams. Click subscribe if you haven't already, or follow, depending on what platform you're on. We're already at 2010? He will be subscribing like crazy. We got 29 people on the red platform, we got 5 on the purple one, and we got 12 on TikTok. So that's math. 46? That's pretty good. I want to check the live sub count too. 2011. Nicely done, nicely done. Would you build up Suki or Tendo first for a block team? For a block team specifically, I think I would probably build up Tendo. The only thing is with Suki is because he's a quick and blocker. Or he has the quick tag and the block tag. He's a little bit more useful. Mischievous Nova says, is my team good? Sakusa, Tsukishima, Kurai, Kenji, the SSR Kageyama, Daichi, and Komori. So Komori on his own is good. I see you have the Karasuno. No, you don't have the Karasuno team on. You're one away, I think, right? Daichi, Kageyama, Tsukishima, Sakusa. So I see you have a good amount of receive. You can block as well. But other than Sakusa, you don't. You have Kurai as well. I would replace Kenji with a better like offensive wing spiker, maybe. So like a Tanaka. And then with Tanaka, you get the Karasuno team bond. And then I think your team would be a power type team. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you're missing one because you're a setter. What team type do you have right now? Suki's quick. I don't think you have a team type. So I would consider replacing the SSR Kageyama. But then you'd lose the team bond. That's a tough one. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like Akashi. Should I go for Akashi's SP if I have Bokuto but already Oikawa SP? Wait, what? Oikawa SP and Kageyama SP. Are you talking about? I think you mean SSR. because Oikawa and SP hasn't come out yet. Kageyama SP doesn't exist. Yeah, I believe he means the Oikawa Kageyama SSR. Yeah. So the thing is the Bokuto the SP one or the UR one? Because if it's the UR one, then it's the SSR Akashi one. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely the SSR Akashi, for sure. Oh, it's the SP Bokuto? Because I believe the debuff for Bokuto's UR and SP are different. So at that point, I'd probably just say use the SSR Oikawa until the SP Akashi comes out. Ang, thoughts on the Barca game? I haven't been paying attention. I'm just hoping that they're doing alright. Let me take a look. It's 2-0 at halftime. Oh my god. People were dropping the R word in the Discord. I'm not gonna say it. I've been hearing it all week. And no, it's not a slur. I'm just gonna let them play. I'm just gonna let them play. They do have a different name, yeah. So I would say if it's the SP Bokuto, wait for the SP Akashi. I don't have a lineup specialty, yeah. So you would need like, you would need to bring in Tanaka for the Kenji, and then if you really want to maximize like your team, you would need like the, ideally you'd be like the SP Sugawara. Sorry, not the SP Sugawara, the SR Sugawara, but you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I have stuff to claim though. So now we're gonna get into the team review section of the stream, because I've done everything that I wanted to do. So let me put the music back on. I think that's good. Maybe like there. Hold on. There. And then I need to turn it down for myself so I can actually hear my voice. And then we will exit out so you guys can see my beautiful Legend of Zelda background. Okay, so I think I was here. Okay, so like always, if you haven't already, join the Discord. The link is in the description. It's in the bio for the people on TikTok. You might have to export your the link into your browser because the integrated TikTok browser sometimes doesn't work with joining Discord, apparently. Will they increase level cap on accounts or players? They might, but I don't think they have a reason to, because realistically the account levels were capped just so that you don't max out characters like on day one. But now that everybody's kind of around the level 80 thing, I think players, they definitely won't, because then they have to change like core mechanics of the game. But accounts, maybe, just for like more bonus rewards and stuff like that. What lineup specialty is the best? There's not really like a best or a worst. Okay, so yeah, join the Discord. You post it in the Haikyu Fly High team reviews channel over here. Again, you have to choose the Haikyu section when doing the onboarding process. For the live streams, we go in order. So the latest, or the post that has been there for the longest will get reviewed first on the live stream, and then we'll go upwards in order. That way. For the YouTube videos, though, I do pick and choose. So later today, I will be uploading or recording another team review video. So as you can see, like if I scroll up, there's some here that's already been read. Like this one was in yesterday's video. Or I guess technically it was today. But there's some here that have been read because they're in the YouTube videos. I actually go and choose. So let's get this party started. Mafera says, I would say block is best because most people have power. That's not bad thinking. Again, a lot of people have been asking, like, how do I know my team's been reviewed? So if I go to this one, as you can see, once I do it, I will tag you in your own thread so you know. I'll say either upcoming YouTube video or most recent live. And then you'll know where to check. But to be fair, power has mostly the best characters. Yeah, power and quick. But block's not bad either, especially with Kuro Tsukishima coming out. All right, so first up we have, oh, hold on, let me move my mic. First up we have Flo, who says, this is my team right now and I want to pull for SP, Tsukikuro, and Hinata. Maybe the UR Kageyama if I have enough tickets. Also, which out of those memories would be the most important ones? I can definitely get 2, maybe 3 in the future. I'm going to go for Karai and Hirugami's SP as well. Please rate my team. I am free to play. Okay, let me just... Okay, which of those memories would be the most important ones? Okay, so... going for Kuro Tsukishima as a free-to-play is going to be a little bit difficult. Again, back-to-back banners, they're coming out soon. But it looks like you haven't been pulling for like a month and a half now because Kenma came out on New Year's Day. So hopefully you have enough resources for that. The Hinata rebanner, if we take a look, somebody put a prediction just based off of the timeline here. So apparently it's April 8th if we go in order of rebanners, right? So right now we're here, we're in this area, and then after Komori it's gonna be Kageyama. Then after Kageyama we're assuming they just go into SP rebanners. So Tsukishima April 1st, Hinata April 8th, Kuro April 15th. So it's not even 3 banners back to back, it's 2 banners at the same time plus a third one that comes out after. So it's gonna be pretty difficult if that is what happens. We don't know for sure if that's what's gonna happen. That's just a prediction. But of course that would be a really good, I think that's gonna be like the quote-unquote meta. I don't really like to use meta in a game where there's no reason for a meta, I guess you can say, but it's gonna be the most used like character combination, I guess you can say, for a little bit is going to be the Kenma, Hinata, Kuro Tsukishima, for obvious reasons, right? Like they're all like, I mean, it's Kuro Kenma, right? And then you have Tsukishima, Hinata. You combo that with either the Nekoma team or the Karasuno team bond, right? Probably with the SP Nishinoya and the UR Kageyama, right? Like it just makes sense. So that's going to be a pretty strong group of characters to have. You also said that in the future I'm going to go for Karai and Hirugami, so that shouldn't be a problem, assuming that they come out like way down the line so you can recover all the resources that you would use in the Kuro Tsukishima banners. Shout out to One of One for the sub on YouTube. And so in theory it's a great idea. I don't know if you'll be able to get all of them. I would probably focus on the Kuro Tsukishima over the Hinata rebanner. It's just one of those things, because Hinata's in between them, you have to like wait for the last week of the Hinata banner to see if you can get him. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I think in terms of like who you should prioritize, I would say Kuro Tsukishima. But I do like the fact that you have this. So like for like new accounts, if you were able to pick up the UR Oikawa, it's really strong to have the Kiyotani and Iwaizumi with him. So that's good. But Kuro Sugishima would probably have to replace Tendo and Kiyotani in this situation. And having Oikawa as your setter, even for those guys, because I think your team type does change at that point. Let's see. Block, block, block. You only have one quick. Actually, you wouldn't have a team type at that point. So you'd actually have to replace. Oh, that's interesting. Because even if you get the Hinata, like, who do you take out? Because you won't have a team type at that point. So you might have to, like, mix it up a little bit with players on your bench. Maybe bring in the Lev. That way you can have a block type team, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you would probably have to bring in the Lev or the Tsukishima. No, well, obviously you can't bring the Tsukishima. You'd have to bring in the Lev with the 2 SP middle blockers. And then you can become a block type team. I think that's what you have to do. Because Kenma's receive Oikawa's power. So, yeah. Long story short, it's going to be difficult, but you should be fine. So, in terms of a team rating, in terms of this team, it pretty much has everything except for receives. Because Kurai rotates into the front. Kenma's also in the front for a while. But the balance isn't bad. I'd probably give this like a 7.25. Bonds are there. Team type's there. Quality's there. So yeah, 7.25. So I would say most recent live. Why did bro pull Kenma? Because he wants to get the Hinata as well. Okay, so I'm not going to do this one because it says 3 new, which means I've already done this one before. This guy, I remember I've done his. Does he have 2 accounts? I think I remember seeing this. So I did his up here. And I did do that. Oh, this is kind of my second not so serious account. So then what's this? This looks like the not so serious account. Oh well, it looks like he got some help from somebody else, so we're just gonna move on. Next up we have Leon, who says, can you rate my team? Should I just use 1 or 2 setters, and which SP should I pull next and replace? Holy bejesus, this guy likes pulling people. Oh my god. You think you'll get 75 reviews done today? Absolutely. He pulls for the love of the game. Is streaming your main job or you have another job? I have another job. We're trying to make this the main one. What was this? What was this thing? Which SP should I pull next and replace? Well, I don't know. You have all of them. And this was posted before the Bokuto came out. So, I'm assuming he has Bokuto by now. Somebody on TikTok asked, would be cool if they release players from the manga. The only issue is like manga characters, like if you're talking about like time skip, there would have to be like a significant player rating difference, because these are all like high school characters, right? So using 2 setters is fine. The only thing is with your team, it looks like other than Kurai and Kuro, nobody really hits. So I don't know, this is kind of weird. I would actually, well, if you look at your bench, Komori's higher rated than Nishinoya, and then your Sakuza is the highest rated character other than Kenma and Hinata. So you should probably use Komori Sakuza here. and then your team has a little bit better balance. Because you have the middle blockers, you have the receives right there, and then your offense would be there, there, there. So, yeah, honestly, either that or like, if you do want to stick with two setters for whatever reason, bring in the Kageyama instead of the Sugawara. I feel like Kageyama's better, but that's just me. You are a block type team, but if you bring the Kageyama, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, you wouldn't be a quick attack team, so you'd have to bring in somebody else. But yeah, probably like Sakuza and Komori. 1, 2. Oh wait, but then you won't have a team type. What the hell, dude? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you'd be a receive team. You'd be a receive team because Sakuza's receive. So you'd have the Liberos 1, Hinata Kenma is 2 and 3, Sakuza would be 4, Karai's 5. So bring in Sakuza Komori, in my opinion. In terms of SPs to get, I mean, I don't know, dude. You're pulling for everybody at the moment. This was literally in the last team review video, where somebody was like, "I'm planning on pulling all the SPs. What should I do?" I'm like, "What? I don't know." Like, you have all the characters in the game. Like, I don't know. Kuro Tsukishima, I guess. I don't. Hamameta SPs, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's up to you. I guess in terms of a team rating, I'd give this like a. I kind of want to just say 10, but like, I guess 9.5 because of 3 URs. I don't know. These teams are so hard to like do because I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Spend your money on something else. That's what he should do. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Continue pulling everyone, or that. So shout out to Leon, who he's got it going on. Next up we have Vaughn, who says, "I'm wondering if I should try to pull for the beach trio or wait for Oikawa, so the festival one. I want to be in meta." That is, again, in a game like this, I don't know if there is a meta really, but anyways, I'm willing to painfully wait it out. Other tips are appreciated. So right now you are a power-based team. It looks like you're free to play. Did he say that? He didn't say it, but I'm just gonna assume it. So Oikawa would come for Akashi, Ushijima for Sasaya, and then Iwaizumi would be upgraded. So you have like your offense is in the top row, your defense is essentially in the bottom row. I would consider taking Kiyotani out at that point, maybe for another middle blocker probably. So I see you have Ione. Obviously not now. I'm saying like after you pull the festival trio. Because at that point, like, Kiyotani being here is kind of useless because you have Iwaizumi, Ushijima. Kita's fine being here for the receives. And then yeah, so I would say consider a middle blocker. Maybe like a Kuro Tsukishima in the meantime. Or if you have enough resources after the festival trio, there is the Tendo. So consider the Tendo. If you need to save up, maybe after the festival trio comes out, you pull them, then you skip the Tendo plus the twins, and then you get the Korai Hirugami. So there's 3 options there. So short term would be Kuro Tsukishima. I guess middle term would be the Tendo, and then long term would be the Kamamedai SPs. Currently has 38 tickets with 33,000, 120 pity. Just do the 10 pull. In my opinion, get this to at least, my number is 80. Some other people are higher, some people are lower. I would try to get this down to 80. So for the next like couple banners, just use the 10, do the 10 roll to get the 2 tickets back, and then you reduce your pity because then you increase your chances later down the line of getting the SP characters. But in terms of this team, you have the Iwaizumi Kiyotani bond, and that's pretty much it. It's interesting that I didn't realize the Saya's only power. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on here, so I think I'll just give this like a 6 out of 10. It has a deployable bond, it has the power type team. It's just, it is what it is. So moving on, we got Ewan. I hope I'm saying that right. Who should I save up for? I have around 4,000 diamonds and SP pity at 35. So the SP pity at 35 is really good, considering that's soft pity territory. So you can pull an SP, or your odds of pulling an SP get increasingly higher and higher. So definitely don't do what I just said for the other guy and doing the 10 pulls because you're bound to pull an SP. So because you have the Iwaizumi already, the Festival Trio could be in play here, but then you would have to probably bench the Kageyama. So maybe you don't want to do that. Again, only one middle blocker in this team. Tanaka being here is not really necessary. I thought you had the Karasuno team bond, but you don't. So I would say maybe take the Tanaka out for Kuro. And then, so do the Kuro Tsukishima SPs maybe. The Komori rebounder just passed. So hopefully you picked him up if you didn't already. Because he would be a pretty big upgrade on the Yaku. Especially because you already have the Sakusa, so they have the bond as well. Again, Kiyotani, Iwaizumi, really solid duo. Yeah, it's kind of weird because you have the Sakusa without the Komori, you have the Kageyama with no Hinata, there's no team bond here, there's only the Kiyotani Iwaizumi bond, so it's like, I want to say you can really do whatever. Actually, I do see you have the SSR Hinata on the bench. So maybe you sub him in like during the game, so at least there's that. I would consider starting him over the Kiyotani if I'm being totally honest. Just so you get that Karasuno team bond. Because like, why not, right? Like, if you look at the player ratings, like Kiyotani's 11-8, Hinata's 11-1. It's only a 700 difference, but with the Karasuno team bond, you should be getting an upgrade on your team rating here, so I don't see why that wouldn't be an issue. And then I'm assuming that your Libero takes out the back row wing spiker. Yeah, I don't know. It's really up to you because you're in such a good position with your resources, other than like the diamond count. Because your SP pity, plus the tickets the game gives you, and then if you wait for a future banner, this 4,000 should turn into like 20,000, you know, at the very least before you pull for that SP character. So yeah, it really just depends. It depends on what you want to do. When will coaches come out to the global server? People thought it was going to be during the Bokuto release, I think. But that wasn't the case. So now the next, because that's such a significant update, then the what's it called? The next projected date would be the next SP theme, because typically there's like an update for the game with a new theme is coming out. So then I would say the Tsukishima on April 1st. If you put Hinata, he would not have any line of specialty. Yes, that is true. So I'm assuming he does just sub him in for the Kiyotani. Which is fine. Like, you don't need to necessarily start him. That would be ideal, but you don't need to. I'm assuming on the firework duel. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking as well. Especially because there was rumors. Like, if there's rumors of something happening and then it doesn't happen, it's probably gonna happen soon. So we'll see. But yeah, this team is pretty solid. But in terms of the future SPs, I mean, I don't know. If you want to say power, there's the Oikawa one. A safe one is the Kamameda one. If you want to switch it up, because you have Kageyama, Tsukishima, and Hinata as quick type players. You have Kita on the bench. SP Twins are also in play here, so it's like it really just depends. It just depends. In my opinion, I would just choose like my favorite characters. So out of those guys, whoever your favorites are, it's usually a safe bet to go for them. So in terms of a team rating, I'd probably give this one like a 7.5. Just a solid team. So next up we have Lazy, who says, what's my team 1 through 10? What UR and SP character should I get next? I was thinking Tsukishima and Kageyama. Okay. So, who would come out for who? Because... okay, the only issue I see here is Tsukishima's in the back row when he should be the one blocking for the most part. And you want Hinata on the court in the back row. So I'm assuming right now you have Nishinoya coming in for Tsukishima, which is not a bad idea in theory, but like for this team specifically, you don't want that to be the case. So there's that. You don't necessarily need the twins next to each other, so I don't know why that's happening. So there's like rotation issues in my opinion, and then the UR Kageyama, I just don't know who he comes in for. Like, is it Daichi? Is it Azumane? But like then you're losing like a hitter at that point. Like I know the SP Tsukishima can hold his own offensively, obviously the Hinata and the Osamu. But then, like, who's receiving? It's just Hinata, Nishinoya at that point. Because the Kuro is the middle blocker that receives out of the two. Tsukishima is the one that hits. So, it would, I guess, have to be Azumane? Do you reckon we'll get an SP Tadashi or something? I hope so. Yeah, so it looks like it would have to be Azumane that comes out, and I'm just like, is the balance of the team okay? I guess it could work. It's not ideal, but it can work. Yeah. So I guess it's okay. But the twins can come out for like other characters if you need like more balance per se. But rotational wise, I would have Tsukishima slot 4. I would have Hinata at slot 6. I'd have Atsumu at slot 1. So it'd be Atsumu here, Hinata here. Actually, oh no, wait, no, Nishinoya needs to come out for somebody. One sec. Sorry, no, I would have Daichi, so I would have Atsumu here, Daichi here, Hinata here, and then Nishinoya would come in for Daichi, so the back row opposite hitter. And then Tsukishima's here. Osamu can stay at 3, and then Azumane at 2. I think that makes sense. Because then you have your opposite hitters, you know, opposite from each other. So when one rotates into the front, one rotates into the back. Nishinoya is always on the court. So there's that. Tsukishima's in the front, so he's blocking. Atsumu uses serve. Hinata's in the back, at least for one turn, using his receive ability. I think that makes sense. Let's see. Mafera says Kira and Suna instead of Azumane and Daichi. Kira and Suna. So you're saying Inarizaki team bond. That's not bad. But I feel like right now I value Azumane over Kira. At least in this team. And then you do middle block for Libero, put in Suna for Azumane, Kira for Daichi, then fix the rotation like you were saying. The thing is though, is like other than Hinata and Osamu, who's hitting then? Like, is it Suna? Tanaka instead of Azumane. Oh yeah, he has Tanaka. Yeah, generally I don't know. People think because Azumane's the ace, they just like choose him, but objectively Tanaka's better. But he's already level 70, he's a level 60. I'm assuming he needs to be ascended to the next star rating, so a lot of options with your current team, and then in the future with the Tsukishima Kageyama shell, I guess like it's fine. Just make sure you have, like, you do have a lot of options, so it's like if you really wanted to, you can do like a Karasono team here and like an Inarizaki team elsewhere, because you have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. He also said UR characters. I mean, at this point I don't think it's necessary. Like, I guess a Kurai Hirugami would be nice here, but it's like, again, not necessary. SPs in the future, I guess upgrade these guys. And you can maybe go SP Kurai Hirugami. But you have to remember that those guys come out pretty soon after like each other. I believe it's the Festival Trio, then Tendo, then Twins, then Kurai Hirugami, I believe. I believe. So in terms of team rating, I mean, this team, again, not bad, just need to fix the rotation a little bit, but I'd probably give this team like a... It's close to an 8. I'd give it like a 7.75. Realistically, Suna would be a greater choice. Yeah, probably. Because he can hold his own offensively over, you know, Azumane, who just dies immediately. So, yeah, consider the Inarizaki team bond here. All right, next up we have Tiago, who says, please rate my... What the hell's going on here? Please rate my team, and I'm also thinking about saving for Tsukishima SP and Hinata Rebanner, but I also want Oikawa SP, and I don't know what I should do. I also need help with team rotation. Update, I got SP Bokuto in 30 roll. Should I get Akashi? Okay, dude. let's slow down. Let's slow down. What is that sound? The hell? Anyways, so he wanted to go for Tsukishima's SP and the Hinata Rebanner, and then he's also thinking about the Oikawa bunch, but then he pulls Bokuto, so now he's like, should I go for Akashi? You already have Kageyama and Kenma, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, let's think about this for a second. So you remember the Kuro, Tsukishima, and the Hinata SPs allegedly are all coming out at the same time, roughly, like within the same 4-week span. So I mean, that would be ideal, right? You replace the 3 SSRs with the 3 SPs. But you pull the SP Bokuto, so I'm assuming that Suna has come out of your team. 1, 2, 3. No, but then you don't have a team type. I'm so confused. Okay, so I'm guessing that the SP Kenma came out so that you can still have the team type. Because Kageyama, Tsukishima, Suna, and Hinata provide the quick attack type team. And then the Bokuto is power and receive, so at least he covers the receive tag for Kenma. And you already have a setter in Kageyama in the team, so you don't need the Kenma. So hopefully you did that. Now you're asking if you should get the SP Akashi. Honestly, I'd say probably not. Because you have the Kageyama Hinata situation going on, Bokuto can kind of just be there as like a mercenary, I guess, if you want to look at it that way, or just kind of like a tank who's just like, I'm just gonna hit hard when I'm told to hit hard, and everybody else can do their thing, right? Kind of like how Sakusa is in this team right now. You just have Bokuto added instead, or no, on top of that, I should say. I think the Tsukishima is still the play. The Hinata here is not necessary now that the Kenma's on the bench for the SP Bokuto. And then this SSR Hinata can combo with the UR Kageyama still, so that's why I'm like, don't need to. And then if you wanted to, you can replace Suna with Kuro, but Kuro's block and receive, right? So he's not a quick attack type middle blocker, so you would lose the team type. But you would get receive, right? So Nishinoya would be 1, Bokuto's 2, Sakusa's 3. No, you'd still be missing 1. So I guess the Kuro's not the play here. So I would say Tsukishima's pretty safe. And then assuming the Bokuto's in for the Kenma, I would say the Hinata SP is not necessary. And then the Kageyama can stay with the Hinata. And then you can just look towards maybe the Kamomeda SP. And then replace Sakusa and Suna at that point. Because Kurai, remember, the SP Kurai has all the types, so he will give you the quick attack tag still. And then Hirugami, I'm not sure if he's quick tagged, but he's definitely block tagged. So that's probably the play here. He has too many setters. Yeah, don't get the Akashi. Just don't do that. Kuro is block and quick. That's the UR one. I'm pretty sure the SP one is block and receive. So yeah, I guess that's the plan. Yeah. No more setters, please. Chill out on the setters. You're good. So in terms of a team rating, I'd probably give this one like a... I think I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. Because there's like bonds all over the place. Yeah, I give this one like a 8 out of 10. But no more setters. You're done. You're done. No, the SSR is quick too. Yeah, but I'm talking about getting the SP Kuro with the SP Tsukishima for their bond. So that's why I was saying that. Next up, we have... How do you pronounce this? Kayao? I'm pretty sure this accent A, if it was here, it's like Chow. This is a Portuguese name or Brazilian name. What's my team 1 through 10? What UR and SP character should I get next? I was thinking Sakusa and Komori, but I only have 10k diamonds right now and no pity. Down the line, I want the Festival Trio plus the Hirugami and Kurai. So he's thinking Sakusa Komori, but with no pity and only 10,000 diamonds, I'm going to assume because this was posted on February 14th, I'm going to assume that you didn't pick up either of them. Or at the very least, maybe you're still trying for the Sakusa at this point in time. But long term, I think you should do what you're setting out to do, because the Oikawa would replace Akashi, Iwaizumi gets upgraded, and then the Ushijima probably comes in for Eren. And then Kurai and probably Suna get changed to the SP Kamomeda duo. And if you really wanted to, you could wait for maybe a SP Tsukishima rebanner, or if you have the resources, the SP Tendo. I guess the only question mark would be your libero position, because I see Yaku, but there's no Nishinoya here. And Yaku is more for quick attack teams, Nishinoya more for power teams. You're a power team right now, you're going to be a power team in the future, so I would consider that. Barca is cooking right now. Jam said to drug test Barca. No shot, no shot. Are we winning? It's 3-0. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Yo, Mark Burnell with a brace? Oh, yo. Again, I'm not my whole mentality going to this game was just to let it be. 'Cause I knew I was streaming today. Just let them play and see what happens. I'm not dropping the R word. I'm not dropping even the C word, the English version of it. I'm not saying it. I was considering wearing a jersey or something, or like my Barca hoodie, but I'm wearing a wrestling one instead. Anyways, where was I? So yeah, just do your plan, because you pretty much have everything sorted. It's just the Tsukishima here left over plus the Yaku. Ideally, probably the. I mean, I think either or SP Nishinoya or the UR Komori will be fine, but I'd probably lean Komori just because he buffs the team generally more, whereas Nishinoya does like better stuff for himself. But that's just me. So in terms of a team rating, this one has no bonds at all. It just has the team type, so I give it like a 6.5 probably. Like an above average team. It's got everything going on. Maybe lacking slightly in the receive department, but again, that's the one thing that people tend to, I guess, sacrifice, because the libero does like a lot of it anyways. Too scared, Barca might lose to put on the jersey. Exactly. Exactly. They're doing it as of right now, so we're just gonna leave it. Everything that I got going on, I'm not gonna touch. Oh, Chow's here. Sup, bro? Gave up on Sakuza, getting Komori. Thanks for the tips. Oh, well, shout out to you, my boy. Is SP Kuro gonna be a must-have for any team? With Tsukishima, in my opinion. Is SSR Yaku better than SSR Noya? Yes, but they're more comparable to each other if you have the skill res to Nishinoya, which is definitely possible because with the select recruit now, plus some of the selection boxes. But generally, like if we're talking about just one for one, I would say the Yaku is the best SSR. Libero, especially because the what's it called? The training ability for Yaku. The training ability for Yaku converts normal receives into perfects, and those really matter. Not only that, you can buy Nishinoya for like $1.50 USD from Starter Shop. Oh yeah, there's that too. I forgot about that. Why always the same 3 thumbnails? Because I'm lazy. Why do you always show up for one stream in the week and you always just shit on me? Huh? How about that? How about that? Alright, next up we have Nesh, who says, looking at the next URs and SPs, how can I change my team? Who should I pull? So you have the Karasuno team bond. That's nice. Newer account, of course. A block type team. So this team is like, usually when I say you're lacking in the receive department, it's just like, I think you would probably want 3 receive tag players if possible, but the thing is, you would need like an SP Bokuto, UR Kurai, UR Sakuza, who's like power and receive, which are pretty rare characters to get at this moment in time. I mean, the Sakuza Rebander's out now, so I guess he's accessible, but in this team, it's only Nishinoya, I believe. So I don't think Iwaizumi's receive tag, even though he has receive abilities. Don't quote me on that. But, or maybe it's his memory that helps with receive, something like that. I do see Kita on the bench. So, the thing is, Tanaka, Iwaizumi are the best SSR wing spikers, especially for offense. So it's like, do you really want to take one of them out for Kita? Probably not. And if you take a middle blocker out, then you're not going to have the team type. So I think this team has to stay as is for the time being. For SPs, because you're a block type team, I look at middle blockers. There is the Ione, but without Bokuto and Akashi, I would say just save for that banner and then get the Kuro Tsukishima. So you literally have the SSR ones, so just upgrade both of them to their SP ones. And you get to keep your lineup specialty, and you get to keep, and you get to get a better team as well on top of that. I'm trying to think long term though, because being a block type team with the Sugawara as the setter, like you would need to get another setter for a different team type to change the team specialty. At that point, you have 2 powers. The 3 middle blockers are all quick as well, so if you did want to bring in the I see you have the Kageyama on the bench, or maybe if you want to get the UR rebanner Kageyama, then you can be a quick attack type team as well. So there's a little bit of flexibility there, but it's like it's pretty stiff because you have to keep the 3 middle blockers. Because there's no like Hinata here, for example, because Hinata again is more like an opposite hitter, being a middle blocker who can only really attack. So you're kind of in a corner here, but at the very least, if you can get the Kuro Tsukishima, you'll be this iteration of your team. But in the future, if you do want to transition out, you can still use the Kuro and Tsukishima. The Sugawara is a little bit more circumstantial, but at that point, you'd probably have a different setter. You can use Sugawara again for a club contest, and maybe just like in the beginning for the first 4 rounds of a match, so that he can recover stamina for your guys, and then you can sub him out for like a different character. So yeah, it's not the worst situation to be in, but you're a little stuck. Are you going to pull Akashi? This Unk pulls for everything. Of course he does. I'm pulling for the Akashi, just 1 copy. I'm pulling for the Ione, just 1 copy. I don't know if I'm going to do Kuro Tsukishima. So I've committed. I've said for a while I do want to pull the Beast Trio, but now with the Kuroko Basketball mobile game, the Kuroko Basketball Street Rivals coming out next week, I don't know what I want to do with that. If I want to do strictly free to play, just monthly passes, like I don't know all the details of the game yet, so we'll see how that goes. Because again, I don't have unlimited finances to like spend on 2 games like I am right now. So we'll see, but I am committed to the Beast Trio, so pulling at least 1 copy. I don't even think I'm going to pull the Festival Trio because I already have the UR version of Oikawa Ushijima. I already have a UR Kurai Hirugami. I might pull SP Twins because I didn't pull them. L Streamer dropping Haikyu game as well. No, that's gonna get me in a bad mood if the Kuroko no Basketball server doesn't happen. Well, the thing is, I'll pay attention to it, because the thing is, I believe the game's gonna come out Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I believe. So with that being the case, Wednesday morning, I think. So I'm streaming Wednesday noon. So at the very least, for you guys who are like making your accounts, because the thing is with Haikyu as well, when the game came out, it was available to play the Wednesday morning, I believe, but I made my account Tuesday because you can do that. It just didn't log you into the game. So for the people who are going to be playing before me, I need the information in terms of like servers, club, stuff like that. Because yeah, I know like we want to make a club. It's like me, M. Shin, Gameralt. So we want to make sure that nothing gets messed up, especially with like not the pre-order, the pre-save like stuff you get. I don't want to waste that on an account that I'm not going to use, right? So the plan is to hopefully have that all sorted out. So again, I'll be paying attention to the Discord on Wednesday morning before the stream. So again, this is next week. But yeah, we'll see, because we don't know what they're gonna do, right? They might just have one global server. They could have an NA global Europe SEA split. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. But yeah, the plan is for that next Wednesday. So I guess I'll say it again because I said it at the beginning of the stream, but I guess people, might have not been here. So obviously we have today's stream, and then tomorrow we're doing Akashi pulls at 11 a.m. So 1 hour earlier start time. And then so that's gonna be from 11 to 1. Thursday we're doing Pokemon. We might finish Pokemon Radical Red in the next 2 weeks. So that'll free up a stream slot. And then next week, Tuesday, we won't be streaming Haikyu that day because I'm busy. So I'm probably going to stream next Monday instead. That's not confirmed yet, though. So just pay attention to the Discord. I'll make an announcement. And then next Wednesday is the Kuroko basketball stream. And then Thursday, we're doing Pokemon again. But then when the Pokemon stream finishes, we might do Kuroko's basketball on Thursdays, is what I'm thinking. So we still have Haikyu on Tuesday. We have Haikyu and Football Manager every other Wednesday. And then Kuroko's basketball Thursdays is kind of what I'm thinking. I have a strong feeling Canada and America shall be one. I mean, it should be. It should be. So in terms of a team rating, I don't think I gave one. So apologies if Nesh is watching this and he's like, hurry up. In terms of a team rating, give this one like a 6.5 out of 10. Yo, shout out to G Money, by the way. He's in like everybody's thread. So helpful. Alright, next up we have a Japanese user, I believe this is, or maybe it's Chinese, I'm not sure. Started playing before the Hinata's SP release. Wanted to say for Kuro and Tsukishima, then for sure Kurai and or Hirogami after if it's possible for a free-to-play player. Could even buy both monthly passes if needed. Any tips? Do I need Bokuto? I really want to build around my current SPs right now and if possible receive type. Also rotations, because if you have some Nishinoya goes in for Sugawara. Thanks in advance. So I think your first question was, should you pull the Bokuto? Because you're already a receive type team, you could put the Bokuto in for the Daichi. Don't need to. So as a free-to-play player, I would say probably not. Just because it's not necessary. You want to build your team around the current SPs that you have, plus a receive type team. So the SP Kuro, I'm like 99% sure. I mean, M.Dot has better sources than me, but he told me that the SP Kuro is receive tagged. So you can take out Daichi for the SP Kuro. You could take the Tsukishima out for his SP version. And that's, again, these four plus Nishinoya. I guess at that point, you're only really missing the UR Kageyama for the final like bond, I guess you could say. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I guess the Kurai, you can upgrade to his SP, and then you could get the Hirogami one. The thing is, at that point though, you have 3 middle blockers. I know Tsukishima's pretty good offensively, the SP one, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But you said and or Hirogami, so I'd say definitely get the Kurai upgrade at that point. So you have Kurai SP with Nishinoya. You have Hinata, Kenma, you would have Kuro, Tsukishima, and then left over you could do like, I don't know, you could do like a Sakuza or something at some point. But it's definitely possible. I don't know what your current resource standing is, but it's definitely possible, and then those guys, those characters will still help with your receive type team with your current SPs. In terms of rotation, so Tsukishima is the only middle blocker in this team, so you have him in the right slot. You said that Nishinoya comes in for Daichi? Yeah, so I think his name is Sawamura. I think Sugawara is the setter. But I understand. So Nishinoya comes in here. The only issue is once Daichi rotates into the front, Nishinoya doesn't come back in. So I'm looking at like your team. You have 2 wing spikers, 2 middle blockers, and an opposite. So you'd probably want him to come in for one of those positions. So honestly, what I would do, so Kurai is quick and set power. No, the SP Kurai is all 4. He's quick, block, power, and receive. The UR one is everything but quick, so he's the bottom 3 here. How does volleyball rotation work again? 1 goes to 6, right? Yes. It goes clockwise. So yeah, the Tsukishima's fine, the Kenma's fine. I'm just trying to think, how can we get the libero in for the entire game? You probably want Hinata in slot 5. And then low-key, you probably want Kurai in slot 6. That would leave Daichi at slot 1 and Tanaka at slot 2. And then if you rotate the back row wing spiker, Nishinoya is in for this slot here where Kurai is. Then Kurai comes here. Then Tanaka goes here for the serve. And then Nishinoya comes in afterwards. So it's like, there's probably a better way to do it, but something along those lines. Because, like, again, after 2 rotations, Nishinoya doesn't come back in, and he's your second highest rated character. So you probably want him to be in the game for a little bit longer than that. So try to sort that out. Either using my suggestion or like a version of that. But in terms of a team rating, nice little receive team. Got the Karasona team bond, got the Sakura team bond, or duo bond, I should say. So I'd probably give this a 7.5. I think if you had the Hirogami bond with Kurai, maybe it's like a 7.75. Yeah, something like that. 7.5, 7.75, in that range. Next up, we got Zirex, who says, planning on getting Kuro and Tsukishima. I don't know what else to say. Because, like, these two work together. Kageyama's got him. Sakuza's just chilling. Karasuno team bond with you. SP duo with you. Sounds good. I don't know who else you should get at that point. Because even getting the SP Hinata at that point is like, I guess it's an upgrade. Just make sure your libero's coming in for the back row set. Actually, probably the back row middle blocker. That's pretty much it. I don't know. who else you want to get in the future? It really just depends. It's kind of hard to replace any of these guys for an SP with the current team you have. I think he just wants a team rating, probably. Is there a UR Hinata? No, just an SP one. So in terms of a team rating, I mean, at this point in the game, like, the practice Kuro is like not the greatest. But when you're getting the SP ones, like, your team will be very, very good at that point. You probably want the Tsukishima in the front row, actually. Because the thing is, the SP Kuro, if he is receive type, as I've been told, you probably want him existing in the back row. So then you probably want to take Nishinoya out for whoever's here. And hopefully they have the same position as somebody down here, so that, again, he's in the game for a while. But this team, again, I would probably just swap Hinata and Tsukishima, and then hopefully your Nishinoya does come in for the Kuro. That's the only thing I would change here. But yeah, in terms of a team rating, solid team. Give it like a 7. I gave the last one a 7.5. That had the Hinata and the Kenma with the Nishinoya. I think I give this one a 7.5 as well. Next up, we got Josh, who says, honestly, I don't really know what to do next in terms of future SPs. Update, I ended up getting the SP Bokuto. So, you don't need Akashi in this situation. I know it might be tempting, but because you have Sakuza, you have Kurai, you have Hinata, those guys are going to carry the load before the Team Morale Awakening happens. Then Bokuto can hit. You still have Hirogami to block. You have Kurai, Sakuza, Hinata, Komori, and Bokuto all to receive. So you have actually a really good balance in this team. The only thing I would probably consider is swapping Korai and Bokuto, just so that Korai can come into the front and block, because you're still gonna have Sakuza to receive, you're still gonna have Hinata, Bokuto, and then Komori for whoever he comes in for. In terms of future SPs though, because this team can, like, you can hold on to this team for a while, you could just upgrade the Kamameta duo to their SPs. Is probably the play. I can see Kuro Tsukishima working, but you have to take out a couple of duo bonds at that point. I don't know if it's worth it. So honestly, I would consider building a second team, maybe around the SP Twins, or I see you have Oikawa Ushijima here, so maybe you can do the Festival Trio on a second team, but this team is pretty much good. So in terms of team rating, I'd give this one like an 8 point. I think an 8.5. Does JP get new URs or just SPs now? It looks like just SPs. Crody says Barca 3-0 was a good effort. No! Is it over? Oh, man. Damn. Damn. And Kunde got injured. And then Balde came in for him, and then Balde got injured. Worst case scenario. We lost. We were so close, and both of our fullbacks got injured. So it looks like we're going to be playing Cancelo at left back and then Garcia at right back. Unless you want to go Cancelo at right back and Gerard Martin at left back. Damn it, man. I really thought they could do it. Copa del Rey semifinals. Well, focus on the league now. Madrid dropped points this week, so if I actually take a look at the league. Yeah, we both have 26 games played, so we just have to keep winning. We have Bilbao next, which is not going to be an easy game. Then we have Newcastle in the round of 16, 32, round of 16 of the Champions League. Then we have Sevilla. Fuck, these fixtures are not kind to us. We have Bilbao, then Newcastle, then Sevilla, then Newcastle, then Vallecano, then Atletico again, then Espanyol in the derby. Then we have Celta Vigo, then Getafe, which we always lose to. And then the fourth last game of the season is the Clásico. That's crazy, dude. These fixtures are not great. And then that's not even counting if we do go through in the Champions League. Holy Jesus. And half of our team is like getting hurt. So De Jong's out. Both of our fullbacks are out. Peak medical staff, dude. These guys are on one. Who just added me? There you go. All right, moving on. My dog's barking. What the hell's going on here? All right, next up we got Eldridge QT, who says, after I get Sakuza on his rebounder next week, whom should I replace? I'm planning to get SP Akashi and skipping Ione to get Kuro and the Festival Trio. What the hell's my dog doing? So Sakuza would come in probably for Kuro, because Oikawa and Ushijima, even though it's not a deployable bond, they have a bond, so you might as well make use of that. Korai Hirugami doesn't make sense to split up, and then Komori gets that bond with Sakuza, so I would say take out Kuro. And then SP Akashi would replace the Oikawa, and then you're skipping Ione to get the SP Kuro and then the Festival Trio. Okay, so the only thing is with your plan is, like, you're gonna have to take out the UR Kuro for the Sakuza. Then you're gonna be bringing in the SP Kuro. You're gonna bring him back in probably for Hirugami at that point, or maybe Ushijima, I don't know. And then you're taking out the Oikawa for the SP Akashi. Then you're taking the SP Akashi out for the SP Oikawa. So it's like, dude, relax. Like, just Like, you are Oikawa is at 20,000, your Ushijima's at 20,000. If you really want to go for the festival trio, don't pick up the SP Akashi. It's just really not necessary. And the SP Kuro, if you're gonna pick up the SP Kuro, then I guess at that point you can drop the Ushijima. Or maybe the Hirugami is kind of low. But I would consider dropping the Ushijima. At the very least, you keep the Hirugami Kurai bond. So then you have the SP Kuro and the Sakuza Komori bond. And then you can just replace Oikawa, Ushijima, and then at that point, it might have to be Bokuto. But maybe Kurai at that point for the SP Iwaizumi. But there's a lot of moving going on here when you don't really need to. Josh says, bro, I wanted to go get Chipotle and I missed it. Unlucky, dude. Atleti advances. Yeah, I know. They tried. And half our team got injured in the process, which is fantastic. So in terms of a team rating, this team is really good. There's a good balance here. So I think I'd probably also give this an 8.5, even though this one technically might be a bit better. So maybe I give this one like an 8.25, but it's close. It's close to Josh's team. Jam heading here as well. Yeah, I know. Dude added me in the Discord. He added me in the Discord. Where is he? He did it here. Now he had to come in the stream to do it as well. But I do recommend skipping the SPI on it. Have you ever given a 10 out of 10? No, because a 10 out of 10 would have to have like every character would have to have like either a deployment bond or like just like a bond with a character that's already on the court. The team would have to be like, out of 7 characters, there would need to be at least 5 SPs, and then I don't think it's possible to get a team bond at that point, so that doesn't really matter. So it'd have to be something like that. Can you tell Drop to get me an Uber next time I ask him? Why do I have to do that? Wolves just scored? No fucking way. There's no way. Dude, Liverpool? Holy Jesus. Oh my god, dude. 90 plus 4. That's crazy. Where are Liverpool in the table? They're still 5th. Villa and United have a game in hand. But they're only 3 points back of them. So depending on what happens in those games, because United has Newcastle tomorrow. Villa has Chelsea tomorrow as well. So it's very possible that Chelsea closes the gap behind them, but then they could also just be 3 points behind third. So like, considering how shit they've been this year, I'm very surprised that they're still in this top 4 race. I mean, it's not like they're like Spurs or anything, you know. Shout out to Crisp, who are 4 points off of a relegation spot. Dude, if Arsenal don't win the league at this point, like, just sack Arteta. Like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I asked his rich ass and he declined. What's United doing up there? Bro, it's because of how terrible the rest of the league has been. Because the thing is, it's like, so Arsenal has 60 plus points at the moment. City had that slow ass start. Now they're picking it up. And then you have Liverpool who's doing shit. Spurs are doing shit. Villa's like a new team on the rise. Chelsea's doing whatever the hell they're doing. So it's like, by default, United is just there. they're just there. So we'll see how far Carrick can take them. We think Benfica will win the Champions League next season? Brother, I don't even know if they'll be able to participate next season with this ongoing investigation. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's really difficult. I know Mourinho is there, so at least there's that. So it's not like impossible because he did it with Porto, but okay, wow, now that's got to be pure hatred. Well, no, because it's a pretty serious case that's ongoing, but I think it's just gonna be directed towards the player and not the club. So it should be fun. But I don't know, the quality just isn't quite there. Because if you look at the Porto team, like they had, in retrospect, they had some really good players. Whereas this Benfica team, like, couldn't really tell you. I was gonna say Di Maria, but he's gone. He's in Argentina now, I think, or Brazil, somewhere in South America. Next up we have Vidaddy, who says, thinking of skipping the Akashi because I have two good setters. Even though I love him in Bokuto, thinking that SP Kuro and SP Tsukishima are the best fits for my team. I have a lot of diamonds saved up right now, so I'm flexible. What would you suggest for me going going for next? Also, what's the best rotation? So I agree with your assessment that the Kuro Tsukishima would be good for your team. Unfortunately, you would have to drop the SP Bokuto to your bench. But it's one of those things where, because you know he does well in the Team Morale Awakening, right before it's active, you could just sub him in, use him, and then sub him back out. So that's actually a pretty unique scenario with the SP Bokuto, because obviously the Kageyama works in this team. I mean, he could come out as well, thinking about it, because you have the Kenma for the setting, so you could do either or, but I think it'd be pretty safe to have the Libero come in for your back row setter. So I would still lean to taking the Bokuto out of the team for the Kuro, upgrade the Tsukishima, and you'll have a pretty good balance there. And then what else did you say? Yeah, you want to skip out on the Akashi. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like that's going to have to be the case. And then best rotation. So you have Kenma for the setter dump, and then Kageyama is opposite from him. So when Kenma rotates into the back, again, assuming that the Libero comes in for the back row setter, Kageyama comes to the front. He can use his setter dump. He's also serving. He has a serve ability. I'm just looking at the other characters. I honestly think Sakuza's receive ability is better than Hinata's, even though Hinata's gives basic stat increase for your team. But again, Sakuza, not only his receive ability, but his ultimate does more when he's in the back row. So actually, I think this rotation is absolutely fine. I think the only thing is I would probably consider swapping the Tsukishima and the Kenma, just so that Tsukishima's in the front for a little bit longer so he can block. And then Kenma, in 2 rotations, he will use the setter dump. At least that's what I've experienced. So that's the only change I would make. Just swap Kenma and Tsukishima, and then make sure Komori comes in for your back row setter. So in terms of team rating, I'd probably give this team an 8.25. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. 8.25. Yeah. Yeah, 8.25. Had to really think about that one. That's close to an 8.5. So here's a good example. This person looks like they're not in the Discord anymore. Looks like they left. So I'm gonna skip them. I know that you're still in the Discord for the most part, as long as you have the blue like name. So this person's name's White. So we're gonna go to Jonas now. We fell off, but I won't give up on my team. They needed a goalkeeper goal to even make playoffs. Why are we hating now, bruv? Back in them days with Eusebio carrying us a whole decade long. That's true. Could be worse. Supporting Spurs, it's tough out here. Oh, Zeblots, you and Chris both. You're both struggling. At least you're struggling together. So Jonah says, so is it possible or not getting the summer Bokutos with the SP? I thought I could go for the UR Kurai, but the Halloween trio is pretty safe if it's possible. 17,000 diamonds, 30 SP tickets, I guess, for UR and SPs. So this is his current team. So he has this. No, never mind. The only player he has in his current team for his future one is the Akaji. I don't know why. I don't know why Akaji's here. Looking at your bench, I guess because he's your only libero, so I guess it's fine. The only issue with the Bokuto, not the Bokuto, the only issue is, again, Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima are 3 banners back to back to back. You would have to get a Hirugami re-banner. We don't know when that's going to be. The SP Bokuto, I guess it's fine because he'd be an upgrade, but it's like, do you need to do that? Because with this team, like, you really just need Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima, and then I would save the Bokuto diamonds you would use and maybe get the SP Hirugami with Karai, and then left over, you have Sakuza already, so have Sakuza here, and then maybe Komori here. That would be ideal. Because it'd be a waste to have Sakuza on the bench, especially with like who you currently have on the bench. Like you could have a pretty good starting lineup. So the only 2 changes would be the upgrade the Hirugami to the SP and then go UR Sakuza here because you already have him with the UR Komori re-banner or select recruit, whatever happens in the future. 17k diamonds and 30 SP tickets right now is pretty good, considering that these guys shouldn't come out until at least, I think it's June or May or something like that. So in terms of a team rating, Akashi with Bokuto is nice. Semi's not great here. I don't know why he's here, if I'm being totally honest. I would consider another middle blocker, maybe the Tsukishima instead. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you don't even need him for the power attack type team. So take Semi out. Bring in probably Tsukishima. But this team, probably like a 6.75? 6.5? Something like that. Hello, this is Leon. My question was more into which SP should I pull to make a stronger block team. Were you the one that just pulled like a bunch of players? Where are you? Oh, I see. So a stronger block team? So I would say don't worry about this side. So here, like Sugawara is good. I would say SP Kuro and SP Tsukishima for now. And then maybe in the future you could go like SP Kurai, SP Hirugami here. Something like that. Yeah, definitely get the Kuro Tsukishima for sure. So we just did Jonas. So next up we got Ariel, who says, this is my team and I want to pull for the SP Hinata, Tsukishima, and Sakuza. I have 41 SP tickets, 93 memory tickets, and 13,000 diamonds. Do you think I can get all of them? Okay, hold on. So he wants Tsukishima with no Kuro. He wants the Hinata though. So again, predicting that the re-banner will come out around the same time as the Tsukishima. So pretty much 2 banners back to back. And the Sakuza one. So I don't know how many UR tickets you have. But right now you have a twins based team. But in the future you want twins with Hinata. Okay. Yeah, I can see this. And then your team is a quick attack type team. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're only 1 away from a receive team as well, so there's a little bit of flexibility there. What do you think about my current rotation and rate my team? So in terms of getting your characters, the diamond count, if this was like at 20, maybe 25,000, I'd feel pretty good about your Hinata Suki pulls. But the problem is Sakuza. So the only way you can get UR tickets now, other than diamonds, is the store in terms of like playing the game, and I don't know if you'll have enough time to get enough UR tickets. So it depends on your UR pity. So the Sakuza might be a question mark for now. But I think with your tickets and memory, the tickets and diamonds, you should be able to get these two. Hopefully. Current rotation. Let's see. So I'm assuming Libero comes in for the back row middle blocker. So then you have Kita in the back with Komori and Kurai, so that sounds good. You have Atsumu in the front right now. I don't have Atsumu. Does he have a setter dump? I don't know if he does. I don't think he does. So it might be worth it putting him at slot 2 and then Osamu at slot 4 instead, so you can use Atsumu's dual serve. I think Osamu might have a serve as well though, so not the end of the world. Yo bro, you think it's possible to still unlock Sakusa in 8 days, still need 100 pulls, and if so, what's the best method to get as many diamonds as possible new to the game? So what's it called? So in terms of like the best method to get as many diamonds, if you go to my red platform channel, the link's in the bio. I have a video up that people are still telling me is like pretty relevant to this day. So there's a video there. It's like a 30-minute video, but for the most part, like you should be able to get a good grip on how to get the most amount of diamonds. But 8 days, 100 pulls. So let's say worst case scenario, you have to do all 100 pulls. That's 100 times 150, so that's 15,000 diamonds in 8 days is, I don't think, possible. Maybe like if you do like 80 pulls, it's gonna be hard. Let's see. Wait, Rojo, you didn't do my team. I'm SPZ. Oh. It was already grayed out though, was it not? Yeah, it was. That's weird. Okay, I'll do yours after. Because I started this one. Okay, cool. So yeah, so in terms of rotation, yeah, I'd say consider swapping Atsumu and Osamu. Future team, again, just be careful here. I don't think all three is going to be possible. But these two I think should be. Your memory tickets, you'll only be able to get, looks like, one unless you get lucky, plus I don't know what your pity is again. What's like the universal soft pities? It changes depending on your banner. I believe from memories, it's the last 20 pulls is when soft pity happens. For URs, it's the last 60 pulls. And then for SPs, it's the last 50. I believe. Yes, but in terms of a team rating, I like this team. Kind of just does the job. I think I'll just give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Oh, I didn't even see he got Sakusa. And he did replace the Kurai? He replaced the Kurai. So this team, I'll give like an 8.25. Just because of the bond. Okay, so then we're going to go back one, because apparently I missed, I don't know, maybe I clicked on it by accident at one point and I just... Because the thing is, I don't think I can like leave it unread, can I? Pin post, copy, edit tags, follow. Yeah, I can't like, unread it. Anyways, we have Zeblot. Sorry, not Zeblot, Zeniko, sorry. I'm free to play. I'm pulling SP Poker to replace my opposite hitter to have a stronger hitter. I have Nishinoya coming in for the opposite hitter and have Suna, Hinata, and Tsukishima in. Kenma in front for the setter dump. Kageyama for the freak quick. I'm waiting for the Kuro and Suki SP to come out for that duo. Okay. And then Kurai Hirugami's SP as well. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Should I pull for anybody else and rate the team out of 10? Love the videos and streams. Thank you for the kind words. Also, should I pull Sakuza? So what's going on here? So you pulled the Bokuto to replace your opposite hitter. So now we don't know. So who's their libero coming in for? What do you mean by soft pity? So basically, like, you know the number, it says like SP guaranteed in 140 pulls. So basically from 140 down to 50, that 90 pull gap, the chances of you getting an SP is 0.5%, I believe. And then after each pull, after that, your percentage goes up. So it's like 0.5, then pull number 91. So you're guaranteed, or your SP guaranteed in 49 pulls would be like from 0.5% to 0.55, then 0.65, 75, 8, and it just keep going up. So that's what I mean. What's going on, Zinam? You're gonna play some matches, or well, I already did. So I do that in the first half of the stream, or first third of the stream, I should say, and then for the last part, we just do team reviews in my Discord. Okay. So Bokuto comes in for Kyotani. Sounds good. Still a quick attack team. Sounds good. Let's see. So you have Hinata in the Kenma in the front for the setter dump, which is fine. These two, okay. Yeah, I'm assuming Nishinoya comes in for the back row middle blocker, which would be Suna, which is fine. Honestly, your rotation's fine. Your rotation's good. You're questioning whether to pull the Sakuza or not. I'm interested as to why this happened, because in my opinion, like for free-to-play players or just like non-content creators, you should only have one of Komori or Nishinoya. So I'm interested as is like why that happened. I would say probably not to pull the Sakuza, even though it's pretty tempting. He would be a good addition to your team, but because you have Nishinoya's bond with Kageyama, you have the Karasuno team bond with Hinata and Tsukishima, probably don't want to bring in the Sakuza for no reason. He would come in for Suna, I guess, and he'd help, but then you'd probably be tempted to play the Komori, but you already have the Nishinoya, so it's like, you know what I mean? Komori was my first UR, so I guess you pulled him without like kind of thinking of a team, which is fine. But I would say probably not to Sakuza, especially if you're planning on getting Kuro Tsukishima, who are coming out soon. Let's see, are you planning on... I have Nishinoya coming for opposite hitter, Kuro Tsukishima, and then Korai Hirugami. Okay, so you're not planning on getting the SP Hinata, which is an option, but I'd say not ideal here, especially with the Kuro Tsukishima that you do want to pull. And then after that, you can just save for the Korai Hirugami. Yeah, your plan's good. Your plan's good. Your rotation's good. In my opinion, you're doing everything you need to. Is there anybody else you can pull for? Not really. Not really, because if the Kuro Tsukishima comes in for these two SSRs, then it's like you don't want to take Hinata out because he has the bond with Kageyama, unless you're upgrading to the SP one. But again, I wouldn't recommend getting the SP one considering the Kuro Tsukishima timeline. So I'd say honestly, like at that point, you can start considering making maybe like a second team, maybe waiting for an SP Akashi rebanner, and maybe build a team around Bokuto. This is a quick attack type team, so maybe you want to build a power one or something like that. I don't know. It's up to you. Maybe wait for a different Sakuza rebanner to pair up with the Komori as well with the Bokuto and Akashi. So like, you know what I mean? Nishinoya is coming for Suna. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, you're doing good. I think your plan is pretty solid. So in terms of a team rating, I think I'd give this one an 8. Probably like an 8.25 out of 10. Because there's a lot of bonds going on here. The only thing is like yes, there's 3 SSRs, but you know, this Hinata paired with this Kageyama is really, really good in my opinion. So I almost consider this Hinata like a UR paired with this Hinata or this Kageyama. And then these two will get upgraded to SP, so then your team will be like a 9 out of 10 at that point, maybe even a 9.5. I don't need to tag you because you're live in the chat. What time is it? 2:30. All right, we got half an hour left. There's a lot of teams left. Holy jeebus. I low-key think about doing like 2 streams a week for this. But I do have to do a YouTube video later today, so at least there's that. So next up we have Balloon, who says, I really want to pull the SP Bokuto, but I'm not really sure because I plan to pull the SP Hinata and Tsukishima. Can you give me advice on how to improve my team? So the SP Bokuto would actually help your team here because you don't really have a lot of offensive options. Well, actually no, you have offensive options, but it's like his receiving on top of that will be very beneficial while he's waiting for the Team Morale Awakening. And then the Hinata paired with the Kageyama. Kurai in this team, in his current position, is going to be mainly blocking. And the Osamu without Atsumu is kind of just here. So I think the SP Bokuto is actually not that bad of a play here. It's just what you do afterwards. Because you have Kageyama, so it's like, do you want to get the Akashi? Probably not. Again, paired up with this Hinata, like I just said, is very good. You have these two that have a bond, so it's like, probably don't want to pick up the Akashi after that. So it's like, are you getting the most out of Bokuto? I'd say it's probably worth it just because Oikawa looks like he's here just for his serve plus coming out for the Libero. But you also plan to pull the SP Hinata and Tsukishima, so that would probably be better long term, because then your SSR Hinata becomes the SP one, then your Tsukishima takes out the Oikawa. You have the Curse on a team bond at that point. You're still a quick attack type team. I think you just need to change your rotation around a little bit at that point. You probably want to have Kageyama at slot. Actually, I would probably keep Kageyama at 2. I'd have Osamu at 1, and then you would have Kurai at 5, and then one of Kuro Tsukishima at slot 4. Probably the Tsukishima, and then the Hinata can stay at slot 3, and then Kuro comes out for the Libero. Let's see, we got the chat is going crazy. We have Oki, okay, who says, should I pull for SP Akashi if I got SP Bokuto, or should I save for SR2 Oikawa? What are your thoughts? SP Akashi isn't necessary for SP Bokuto, which is true, so long as your SP Bokuto is in a strong team. Because right now he's in my team, and he doesn't use his ultimate till like round 3. But I still have Sakusa, I still have Kurai, I still have the Hinata, plus the setter down from the setter to cover for that. When is Winter Sports / Fireworks Duo will be out? So Kuro Tsukishima should be out after Ione, which would be April, and then the Winter Sports when are they supposed to come out? Again, assuming that they go in this order. August 19th. So yeah, again, if you are in the Discord, by the way, if you go to the Haikyu Fly High general chat and the pinned messages, we have like the predicted banner based off the devs not doing some weird shit. That's why like even people pulling for this trio of Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima, that's like May, June, and then you have like a whole month until these guys come out. Or is that 2 months? Yeah, it's like 2 months. Oh, I didn't finish this one. My bad. In terms of what did you say? Yeah, so I would do Hinata Suki for Oikawa and Hinata. Over the Bokuto. But Bokuto would still be it. It's not like Bokuto's a bad option. I just prefer the other one for your team. So in terms, whoa, what the heck? My head's so low. So in terms of a team rating, I'd give this one a, I think an 8 out of 10. So let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, what the 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Fuck's sake. I started the stream, or I started, at least before yesterday's video, I had 75. Now we're at 100. Well, that's great. You gotta put some work in? Jesus, dude, I thought I was already. See, this is the problem. Because of how the channel is going, I think it's gonna get to the point where I can't do everybody's. Because for me, especially like, so on my TikTok specifically, I was responding to every single comment that was put on my TikTok. My TikTok, for those of you who don't know, at like 5.3 thousand followers. And I was responding to every single comment. Everybody's posting their teams. I was like, all the DMs I was responding to. And then it got to the point where it's just too much for me. Like I couldn't, like it would just take up too much time. And now with the team review series, like I closed the fucking thread. I caught up, and within like a month of reopening it, I'm 100 behind again. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point. Oh my god. And it's like hitting 2,000 subscribers might be a reality check of, you know, when your YouTube videos average 1,000 views and you encourage people to join the Discord and post their stuff, then it's like, well, every time you do 10, there's another 50 posted. It's like, you know what I mean? I've got too much motion is basically what I'm saying. Unk right here regretting doing team reviews. Hey, it's an infinite glitch. Well, some people reply to some posts, so that might be helpful. Yeah, that might be one of those things where it's like, I might just have to do the ones that don't have any responses to them. I think that's the next evolution. Infinite content glitch, exactly. I've got it down. Yeah, that's I think that's the next evolution. So they're like this one doesn't have any responses. This one has 3. So I would probably click on this one just to check if they posted the 3 comments themselves or if it was somebody else. This one has 50. Like, I don't think I need to do it here, but the thing is, the purpose of you guys posting it is for me too. Just form a team to review teams and report back to you for content. Is that, do I want to do that? Okay, let me write that down. Let me just be like, maybe make a team review team. Yeah, and then I guess they can add me in the thread to sort that shit out. Right. Maybe get like 2-3 mods that just go crazy and answer, yo, I apply for the team review team. Maybe limit people's team reviews, but then you need a moderator to keep count of people's team reviews. It's a good idea. You already have major good players in your server. Gamer will cook with that banger idea. Utilize them. Not gonna lie, I want to see this channel grow. Let me get that job. Are we just gonna sit here and forget bro got MG3 on his server, the #1 ranked player? Bro got motion. This is my first live stream and I'm getting vibes. Yeah, no, this is like, so long-term vision for the channel, don't really know, but I think, I don't know, like I'm not, so basically, yes, the niche is the current Haikyu mobile game, but I think long-term it's gonna be just kind of generally anime themed, or like me doing maybe like reactions or something like that to like your guys's plus my hobbies and stuff like that. But when it comes to like doing my videos and my content specifically, my stream specifically, I try to get inspiration from other niches and import it into our community, if that makes sense. So like if you guys look at the layout of the stream, if you guys know who Small Ant is, he is a what do you call it? He's a speedrunner, but he's like a gamer. And he's actually from the same province as I am, but I think he recently moved. But anyways, but he's like a speedrunner and stuff. But this layout is literally carbon copy from his layout. Well, I wouldn't say carbon copy. Obviously, it has my twist to it. I have the blue color themed, while his is more red. So there's that. The team review editing style is from a wrestling YouTuber, plus the thumbnail is from him. So again, trying to import other things that I consume into this, because I just find it like, oh, those are really convenient. It looks, it kind of fits the style of what I'm trying to do, but again, putting my own twist into it. So it's like, I mean, considering I'm at 2K subs now, if you look at the community in general, it's like I'm getting quite up there, and I wasn't expecting to, if I'm being totally honest. Like when I started, like all these guys were like close to 1,000 subs, or they're like way past it. I think Miklik is like Miklik's somebody who I watch like a lot. We're gonna do some analytic watching here. But I believe he's at like 2.5, or maybe he's close to 3 now. I'm not sure. But the fact that I'm like here, so he's at 2.79 thousand subs, and he's like one of the most like infamous in this community. And the fact that I caught up, because I think when I started he was at like 2,000 or like 1,900 or something like that. So the fact that I've been able to kind of cement myself wasn't really the plan, but here we are. Yo, we ain't trying to go that route. No. That's not my content. I will acknowledge and respect him for what he does, but that's not me. Just say some controversial stuff and then let's go from there. Kidding. Yo, when the You Are Bokuto and the You Are Twins came out, those TikToks went crazy because people were like, I'm not listening, I'm pulling them anyways. They're posting like screenshots in the comments being like, I pulled him, I don't care what you say, he's my favorite character. And like my TikToks, like those ones almost did like 100,000 views. So realistically, if I wanted to like maximize views and stuff, every video would literally be me saying like controversial shit about characters, tier lists, telling people what to do, tutorials, stuff like that. But I'm like, that's not what I want to do, so I'm not gonna do it. Because if you literally look at the community, it's like, should you do this? Should you do this? Should you do this? If you have watched Studio Gek on YouTube, there's channels blew up of anime reactions. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but like, I don't know, I might do like reactions and stuff at some point. Because I feel like we're getting to the point now with the channel that people are starting to watch me not just for the content, but for me. I just don't know what the next evolution of this channel is, especially when the team reviews are so like consistent. Like I'm averaging 1,000 views, so clearly the interest is still there. People are still submitting their teams, so clearly the interest is still there. So it's like, I don't want to abandon something that's working. But evidently it's something, again, I do want to, I'm always thinking about like what's next. So like, for example, the Kuroko Basketball Street Rivals game, because I watched the anime, similar to Haikyu, where it's like, I watched the anime, I enjoyed it, game came out, started making content, people were interested. That's kind of the same idea with Kuroko's Basketball. The 100+ viewer stream was also special. No, that was crazy, dude. Like, so there's even that, like, just like 100 on YouTube alone. I've had 100+ like in total. I think my highest at that point was like 120, 130, including TikTok and Twitch. But just having 100 on YouTube alone was crazy. When is the release of Kuroko's? Next Wednesday. Maxie's gonna go to sleep now, so good night. You do you, boo, I'll watch. Shout out to you. Are there trailers? So there's been a lot of TikTok ads for me. The only thing is, it's very, you can tell there's a lot of AI going on. So I don't know if they're just using AI for the advertising, or that's actually like how the game's gonna be. That's why I don't want to like fully throw myself at it, like, but I do want to check it out. Yeah, it's called Kuroko's Basketball Street Rival. It just cut out for a second. I think we're back. When is it coming out? Not tomorrow Wednesday, next week Wednesday. So we will be live next week Wednesday. For that. So the idea is to like, I'm gonna reach out to a couple people to see if we can do some content on it, but it depends on the game itself. If the game's not like enjoyable or playable, then I'm just like gonna leave it. The ads are mad dumb though. There are typos. Oh really? I didn't even realize. If I were to get Tsuki and Kuro, what future SPs could I get to build around them? Because I plan on getting Oikawa and Iwaizumi. I don't know. I don't know about like building around Tsuki and Kuro, because yeah, you can build any team and put them in it. So change your mindset on that, because they're like plug and play, if that makes sense, where you can just put them in any team. I guess you could say like a team that has a lot of offensive power that needs some blocking. Kuroko Basketball Street Rivals, yeah. Shin's back. What did you miss? We were talking shit about other content creators. No, I'm joking. we were doing team reviews, talking about the future of the channel, Kuroko's Basketball, all that stuff. I don't think you'll be able to get him in 7 days with 100 more pulls. There is a video on my channel for for getting as much diamonds. It's like a free-to-play guide That's the best you can do. You would have to get a little bit lucky. It's possible, but it'll be hard. As long as you weren't talking shit about me, that's fine. I'm always talking shit about you. Is it for Apple as well? Yeah. So the thing is, there is, so if you see the, if you see the TikTok ad and actually swipe on it, you can put in your email that you're planning on using, and you can get like pre-order bonuses, stuff like that for free. So just keep that in mind. Sir Tablespoon says, just rate my team and be done with it. All right, you get a 0 out of 10. Let's see. I can't find it on Insta. If only I could find the game on the App Store in Europe. Send me the link. Do I have the link? An occasional first-person shooter, MOBA battle royale stream would be fun. No. Yeah. So we do Pokemon Radical Red on Thursdays. But that's gonna be done soon. So I'm planning on either putting the Kuroko's basketball live stream in that slot, or maybe doing a Monday stream with a different game. I'm not like a huge gamer, if I'm being totally honest, in terms of like mainstream games. Like my games that I play, like my comfort games are like sports games. But I'm definitely not like opposed to it. But I don't want to play games solo, because I feel like the content that I enjoy consuming is when people are playing games with other people. Because you just get funny as shit at moments. So like I do want to collaborate with like M.Dot or like even other creators from the Haikyu scene. We need a Pokemon death counter. You know, if somebody goes back on, like, I would actually be interested if somebody's this committed, because I have all of the I have all of the VODs up for the Pokemon streams. If somebody's interested to go back and see how many times I've actually died, that'd be pretty interesting. Because I would say it's at least at 100. Some community games, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm open to all suggestions. Like, again, if you guys are in the Discord and you have like something that you might want to see, or something that like you guys are all talking about and you're like, oh, whatever role played it was like blah blah blah, whatever, just add me or something. just let me know. Anime fan tries X game series. Yeah, it's not a bad title. What do I get if I rewatch it and count it? You get a virtual high five. Co-op games with M.Dot would go crazy. Yeah, that's he's like my main guy right now in terms of collaborations. There's another guy that I'm interested in doing stuff with, but I have to actually message him and just see what the vibe is there. I want to see a real life soccer match. Yo, imagine. I think I would have to actually get that approved through the league though, because there is a team that records like games and stuff. But imagine if I played with like a GoPro on or something and just recorded it, put it on. That'd be kind of interesting. Sounds worth it. Let's go. Unk about to delete footage when he sells. Imagine Unk is Ronaldo Messi level and only posts highlights. I'm decent. I'm not The thing that lets me down is like my physical condition. Like I'm not in shape at all. But when I have the ball, I'm good. Yeah, I think there's only 4 minutes left. I'm just gonna chill here and just answer chat questions and stuff. Is there a pre-download reward? Let me see if I can actually find it. It shouldn't take too long for it to pop up on my For You page. Oh. Somebody's opening the new Haikyu TCG set. Oh yeah, by the way, there's apparently the English version is actually coming out soon for the Haikyu TCG. So me and M. are like, we're probably just gonna wait for the English set to come out for getting the Japanese one. Oh, I saw a new Ushijima card. Let's see. Watch it not show up now. Okay, there it is. Let's see. So it's you know, I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat, and then it should pop up on the screen for you guys. Is that an L or an I? I think that's an L. So this is what I've seen. Hopefully I didn't just give you guys a bunch of viruses. But that's what I see right now. And then you put in your email and then you claim a reward, and then when you sign up for your account, I'm assuming with the same email for the game. Let's see. KNB is US only. It's released in US first, it seems, and Canada. Just like how Haikyu Fly High first overseas was in Taiwan. Oh wait, really? I thought there was a JP version. Bro, my condition on the pitch, it's the worst. Same condition as an extinct dinosaur. This time around, seems like NA is going to be first. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fabrizio says, what rotation would say is better for my team? Okay. So you want Hinata and Kita existing in the back row. I would say... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you need Kuro to stay in the front. So you need Kuro to stay in the front. Your back row libero looks like it's gonna have to come out for either Osamu or Kita. And then you want Hinata and Sakuza to exist in the back row. And then probably Atsumu serving. I hate driving in traffic. Dude, traffic's the worst. Yo, before we end, can we have your background music playlist? Sure. It is that. It's literally these 5 songs on repeat, because one of my mods, Ian, he makes music. He said that these 5 songs are the safest for copyright reasons. He has a ton of more songs. There might be one stream where I just like choose more songs from his catalog, put it in the playlist, and then if we do get copyrighted, it's not going to take down the VOD. It's just I won't make anything from it, but it's not like I make much anyways. So these are the 5. But yeah, his music is like amazing. And actually, while we're here, he actually did make a new YouTube video on how to make beats. So if anybody's interested, it was how to sample. So again, this is his YouTube channel. It's the same thing as his Spotify and everything else. But he made a video last week. It was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, he has like music videos and stuff for his, or I guess audio tracks. Let's see. Yeah, there's a JP version of KNB. Okay, I assume so. It doesn't seem like EU has it though. People in the server don't see it. Oh. Well then, can't you like use an emulator and VPN it? Maybe? Your first death in Pokemon Radical Red is on minute 41:18. Royal, can you show your SSR Aaron build? Does that go? If you go back, you're gonna have to find it in this stream. But I did have it. I did go through it when I was doing specialty trial. Oki says, Royal, you're pulling for Akashi. If you are, will you pull for Oikawa? I don't think I'm pulling for Oikawa, but I will pull for Akashi. Better than employed in sad life. VPN doesn't work. That is really bad. Oh. We all happy here though. Since it it's a ping-based game. Oh yeah, you're right, yeah, so that's Ian's channel. And then this is the playlist. This is my favorite song out of the 5. But it's pretty good, like in terms of like, especially the first song, it kind of sets the vibe for the stream. The last song kind of like good little outro. My Aaron's almost to your Aaron's level. Almost, but not quite. You can get in the server using VPN, but forget about playing the game. Yeah, that's facts. Are you getting Akashi to SR2? No, just SR1 because I went for SR2 Bokuto, and that was not fun. So I'm not doing that again. But I did it for the stream. Yeah. So, that's pretty much it for today's stream. So again, I'll just summarize, I guess, the updates. So tomorrow we're going to be pulling the SP Akashi. We're going to be doing that live. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific. So 1 hour earlier start time than this stream. And then Thursday we're doing Radical Red. And then we should be done the Victory Road tomorrow. It depends on what the game has in store for us. And then hopefully the Elite Four will be done next week. Oh, I just realized that game. Oh shit. Radical Red's gonna be really difficult for the Elite Four because I planned my teams like for an individual character, and I don't think. Well, I can access the box because they made that an option. I don't know if that's going to be available during the actual Elite Four. They might disable it, so we'll see. But anyways, the plan is, which it never goes to plan, but the plan is to finish Radical Red by the end of next Thursday stream, not this Thursday. And then next week, this Tuesday stream that we usually do is going to probably be moved to Monday because I'm busy on Tuesday. And then next Wednesday is going to be Kuroko's basketball. So yeah, that's the plan. 7 hours to Akashi. For the people in the SEA server, he's out now. Another 100 viewers. Would there be 100 viewers for Akashi? I think Bokuto's a pretty safe one to be like, okay, he's like a pretty popular character. Would Akashi generate 100 viewers? I'm gonna predict like 60 on YouTube. Damn, y'all think Akashi got motion like that? Okay, we'll see. We shall see. Arthur says 85. Bruh, stop downplaying. I don't know. Trust in Akashi? Okay, we'll see. Maybe 67. And on that note, the stream's done. So, thank you guys for being here. Again, those are the updates that's gonna be happening in the near future. In terms of stuff I had written down, I might reach out to some people for a team review team because that was actually a pretty decent idea. I think we're getting to the point where even a stream plus 2 videos is not enough. So I might reach out to some users on Discord to make a team review team, but I will make a team review video tonight. I still need to figure out the channel point situation for people on Twitch because a lot of people are asking for that. Maybe doing like voice changers or shit like that. Yeah. So that is going to be that. Yo, my bad. It was a genuine guess. Trust. No, it's just we're just playing. So yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Akashi stream. So good night to the people on the Europe side, I guess I could say. I need to change my camera angle. I'm way too low right now. But anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.